everyone can hear me. I hope everyone can hear me. Everyone can hear me, right? Yeah, it says, yeah, because my microphone's been acting a little weird. Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm playing Danganronpa today, and we're actually going to have the audio from the game, if I can figure out how to freaking... Okay. If I can figure out how to fix this. It's going to be, like, right there. Wow, such a short intro. That took forever. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to fix something because I am going to have to leave in the middle of the stream to go eat. Because I started streaming as soon as my parents said, like, okay, dinner's going to be ready pretty soon. So I'm going to be trying. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, finish the stream in one sitting. So I just had to fix something really quick. But anyways, let's load a game. All right, we were talking with Art and Forte. Can you repeat that? My sister was yelling in my ear. Oh, I'm probably going to have to leave in the middle of the stream because as soon as I went live, my parents said that dinner will be ready soon. And as you know, I am a literal child. I do not have free will. So I have to, like, follow everyone else's schedule and stuff. But anyways, after the small chat, Art and I thanked Forte for his time and paused near the theater exits to collect our thoughts. Okay. Aww. Yeah, Forte's dog is dead. That's very sad. Forte's actually one of my favorite characters. I don't know why, I just relate to him a lot. Anyway, what do we learn? Well, okay. Opera is boring. Run the fade. Yes, exactly. I actually do like listening to some opera music. My favorite one has to be Habanera from that voice crack from Carmen. I have not talked a lot, like, all day. My voice is very tired and croaky because I have been very tired, but exactly. That has to be one of my favorite operas. So I think we did. Forte's kind of a dramatic guy, sure. I mean, I did say I relate to him. I did say I relate to him. You took like a 3-hour nap. Yeah, after waking up at 5 in the morning. I am well aware that I took a 3-hour nap. I woke up at 5 in the morning, ate a Lunchables. I ate a freaking Lunchables. And then I went back to bed. So, shush. And also, you know exactly why. 2 hours too long? Shush. What is sleep? 7th grade me would have asked the same question. But you know what? I need to get taller because I am 5 foot. So, sleep is like my best friend. I actually almost didn't stream today. I didn't stream for a little while, but I can't get your attention while you're eating. Yeah, true. Still taller than me. How tall are you, Selena? That's my question. How tall are you? Now I'm curious. 4'11". You're Chihiro's height! Oh, that's adorable! That's an adorable height. I love that height. You're Chihiro's height. Technically, imagine being 5 foot and under. Shush. That makes me want to cosplay Chihiro. Exactly. Actually, I'm not even like fully 5 foot yet. I'm like 2 little tick marks off. I'm 2 tiny little marks off, and it's low-key kind of annoying. But technically, I am 5 foot. I'm just missing like 2 little things. Okay, stop flexing, Nightmare. You know what? Shush. We're gonna stop talking about height. Don't worry, Father. We can be short together. Sad truth. Sad truth. Also, my brother is taller than Forte. I searched it up. My brother is taller than Forte. So, what? Okay. No.
Yes.
No.
Time for dinner.
Goodbye.
Stop. What are you?
It's my chat.
Beans.
Get out. Okay, I know. I'm just gonna play for like a few more minutes and then I gotta go. Just like opera. Yeah, no, Nightmare. Don't do that. Not in my chat. Not in my chat. Oh wow, Art understood something for once. And despite him jumping straight to Forte's worries, Art seemed to have helped Forte recall his harness of his late partner. Aww! That's actually so sweet. No, Nightmare, no. 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 Let's go to the higher level. Okay, so we don't know where Lyle is. That's concerning. Let's go bother Kanon. Let's go bother Kanon, everybody. Woo! Let's go bother Kanon. Kanon was in the atrium photographing some of the greenery in the center of the grand hall. Our child! That's oh, hi. Selena, this is your sister. Selena, this is your sister. You can't spell, that's okay. Oh, okay, so we're stalking Kanon. Child me, child too. She is pretty. She's very pretty. She's also kind of mean, but she's very pretty. Hey, I know you two are there. Be quiet until I'm done. Shut up! Don't talk to me like that. We watched in silence as she snapped various photos of the plants. Out with it. What do you want? Oh gosh. Hand over your jeans. All that's left for a child to meet from my side is Grandpa and my Papa. Aw. Yeah, no, go meet them. Echo was curious about your talent relation to the forced motive question. Way to throw me under the bus. Okay, no, I'm getting yelled at now. I have to, like, pause the game. Hold on. And then all I have to do is... Okay. And then... this is your fault. Can we turn this music down? Oh yeah, forgot to do that. My bad. There we go. We have the Danganronpa music now. Sorry about that. Oh boy, just give me a second. I feel nauseous. Okay. Yeah, we just want to hear your thoughts. There's not much to say. Stay this time, hubby. Okay, I'll stay. Jeez, calm down. I know who I am. I'm a photographer. A behind-the-scenes kind of person who brings others' visions to life and captures them for eternity. Kanon, that's like a little too deep. Chill. That's a little too deep. Do I know how old Chihiro is? I believe Chihiro was 17 or 18. And you have to account for the time gap. So let me actually Google that. How old is Chihiro Fujisaki? Okay. Oh, okay. So Chihiro was 17 years old. Like, he believed he was 17. But in reality, he was about 19 years old. So, damn, he didn't even make it to 20. Get into it, Kenon. Okay, Nightmare, you need to go EP times. Was this rehearsed or what? No. I know who I am. Aw, I don't know what that gif is, but it looks cute. No, you can't make me EP time. Okay, fine, then I just won't text you after. I won't text you. So, Iron Mouse. I swear to God I've heard of that somewhere. I believe that is a person. I do not remember who. Yeah, exactly. No, Sylvia, no. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I just know who I am. VTuber? Yeah, I guessed as much. Yes, Dragon Master? Yes. No! That's how that reads, Nightmare. But yes, Dragon Master. What? You have my attention. I live under a rock. It is a common joke on this channel that I live under a rock. I don't know a lot of people. I don't know a lot of VTubers. I don't know a lot of content creators. Yeah, I have never watched SpongeBob. I haven't watched a lot of childhood shows, actually. I just don't spend that much time on media. I was more focused on education growing up, so I haven't watched that much media, and I'm not very well versed in other content creators. But by all means, I'm happy to be educated. So anyways, let's get back to the game, because you guys are not here to hear me ramble. With a certainty. Just as Kanon was about to make a dramatic exit on the lingering note, Pandora caught her on her way out. Oh, Kanon, just the person I wanted to see. And is this about the motive question as well? Indeed. Rukenfigure. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Now she's more focused on me. Yep. Yep, that sounds about right. Anyways, how does one pronounce that? Rückenfigur. I swear to God, if someone clips me struggling to pronounce German words, I'm gonna crash out. Pronunciation. re, 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 reconfigure. Back silhouette photos is an interesting subject. I give up. I give up. Would you mind if I asked what draws you to it? Yes, I do mind. It's niche and I don't want to waste my breath explaining these nuances to people who couldn't understand. Listen, I can somewhat pronounce French words. I can pronounce Italian, Japanese. I can pronounce Spanish because I am Hispanic. I cannot pronounce German for the life of me. Russian is a stretch, but I can do it. You click. No! 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 The betrayal. No! Why did you clip that? I told you not to. No! Why? Why? You know what? You know what? Don't make me ban you from the kingdom again. Don't make me ban you from the dang kingdom again. Don't make me do it. Don't! I heard clip that. No, I said don't clip that. I said don't clip that. I said don't clip me struggling with German. Ain't that the one you're married to? Yeah, if Henry the... Crap, I forget history. You clipped it. You know what? Why? Why do you guys do this to me? Okay. I really need to stop that because I'm getting lightheaded. Why? You know what? I don't believe you guys. I'm going to look at it because I don't believe you. You did clip it. Come on. Why is there just 3 asterisks? It's just Sylvia struggles to pronounce German words and Sylvia can't talk. Why? Why do you guys do this to me? Why? Why? Okay, you know what? Let's just get back to the game. No activity is so niche that is acted upon without love, you know. Whatever. Leave me alone. Did I offend you? No. Just... Why are you all bombarding me with questions? We're not close. This is how we get close. We make small talk and learn about each other. It's all in good spirit. Aw. She's wholesome. Like, I'm sorry. She's so wholesome. And it's like a stark contrast to her. Because it's like, even the color palettes too. Like, she's very like warm and vibrant, and then you just have ice. You have modern day Elsa over here. Dang. Well, I really wish she wouldn't bother. Kanan ends the conversation for us again and disappears from the atrium. Kanan is one of my favorite characters, so I'm sad that I don't get to talk to her much. I love Pandora now. She's so silly. I wouldn't check your clips if I were you. I'm gonna check my clips now. I don't see anything. What did you do? Sylvia mad me and child clipped that. Damn it! Why? Why did you do that? You know what? You know what? Okay. Okay. I'm just not going to give you a reaction anymore. That's it. I'm just not going to give you a reaction. Wait, husband, I'm sorry. Too late. You're not getting a reaction out of me. Anyways, Kanan is like one of my favorite characters. I'm so sad that she keeps leaving. Like, I really hope that she gets more screen time, but at the same time, if she gets more screen time, that means she's gonna die. Also, Pandora, honey, you're getting a little too much screen time. Well, I guess that's that. Sorry you had to walk in on that, Pandora. It's fine. Perhaps it wasn't my place to ask. I shouldn't pry, right? No husband. Aw. Aw, you didn't do anything wrong. Kanon's just kinda snippy. That's putting it kindly. Thank you, Art Echo. Excuse me. I just remembered something. I'll see you two around? Oh, sure thing. We'll see you later. Dang. Where is Lyle? I want Lyle. I want to go find Lyle. I want to find Lyle. He is funny. I love the trans characters here. I don't know why. They're like my two favorites. And then like Forte. Art, I gotta say, kind of growing on me. And also, I don't know. I just like, I really like these characters. I really, really like all of these characters. Maybe a little more than I'd like the original cast. What the heck? Where is Lyle? I made another. God damn it. Why? Why? Why did you make another clip? Why? What is the point in that, child? Okay. You have, in fact, not made another clip. At least that I can see. You're giggling. Oh, that's definitely a good sign. Sarcasm. I don't see another clip. It's just me being mad, me not being able to talk, me not being able to talk again, me being trapped, business, and that's all I see. It takes a minute. All right. Okay. What the heck? Where's Lyle? Dunno. I'm certain we would have run into him by now. If we run around some more, we're bound to find him sooner or later. There. Let me investigate. Sylvia crashed out. Why do you guys like... Okay. Okay. Why do you guys like to clip me crashing out? Why? Why do you guys like that? It's fun? Okay. Okay, I accept defeat. I am done. After running around all day, Art and I managed to catch Lyle as he was about to enter his room on the other side of the living quarters hall. Yo, Lyle! Be right back. Let me watch these clips. All right. Have fun with that. Ah, it's the Lovebirds! Oh my gosh, I ship! No, you don't have to stop. It's just that I don't get it. Like, I'm not going to stop people from clipping me because I do post them to YouTube. No, like, okay, fine. You know what? Whatever. I don't stop people from clipping me. That's actually why I have clips available. But I don't get why people like clipping me. Like, I post them to YouTube to try to get more traction. I post all the clips to YouTube onto my channel. And it's like, people seem to like it. I don't know. I get views. I'm fun to clip. I don't see how, but okay. Hey there, what's the good word? The word of Jesus Christ started. Damn, I can't even be funny on stream anymore. The good word, Lyle? You want to know what the good word is? The good word is the word, the Bible of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. I mispronounced Jesus Christ. You clipped it. I have not drank water today. This is like my second water bottle. You're awfully casual for being so difficult to find. Yeah, we finally caught you! Wrap these hands around the Bible, praise the Lord! Yeah, exactly. I still lack a Bible in my bedroom, and I'm very upset about that. I still lack a Bible. I want a Bible for the memes so I can throw it at you guys. Want mine? No, I have like multiple Bibles lying around. I just don't have them in my room. I even have like a gold trim Bible in Spanish. It's red. Oh, I like purple. I want to get a purple Bible. Why am I like this? Yeah, we finally caught you. Huh? You've been running around this whole building solving puzzles. And we've been running around this whole building looking for you. Oh, I'm hot in demand, is that right? Shut up! God, I want to smack him, but at the same time, I feel like he's exactly like me. Art and Lyle, I ship this. Where did that white girl voice come from? I am so sorry. I am very sleep deprived. No, don't clip that one, please. For the love of Christ, don't clip that one. At this point, I'm gonna turn off clips. Don't make me turn off clips. I don't want to do that, but don't make me do it, because I will do it. Do not make me turn off the clips. Oh, hi again. Hi there. Yeah, we wanted to hear your thoughts on the motive question. Oh my gosh, why am I so dizzy? We thought it might improve relations, getting to know each other better and all. Ah, that. Forced motive question. It's not a very strong motivator, is it? What if I don't want to talk about it? I suppose you don't have to. Yeah, but we're friends. We should share stuff like this. They can just screen record it and post it in the Discord. It's better you keep the clips on, LOL. Well, I can just, like, ban people from my Discord server, too. I can ban people from my Discord server. I can also prevent people from, like, sharing clips. Or, not clips, but, like, sharing videos. That's another thing. So. No. Anyways. And friends should know when to let up on the pressure. Oh, Lyle's getting upset. Oh, no. You made Clippy Clip? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm actually scared. Okay, so the clips I have so far is Sylvia struggles to pronounce German words. Sylvia mad, me and child clip that. Sylvia can't talk. Sylvia crash out. Sylvia threatening me and being a Cali girl. Sylvia ship. Why do you do these things to me? 'Cause I'm pretty sure most of these are nightmare. Yeah, these are mostly nightmare. These are mostly nightmares, so it's why? Baby Lyle, no. Yeah, I think Lyle is getting pissed off. I was not expecting that from Lyle, honestly. He seems like such a cheerful character. I didn't expect him to get upset. Oh, sorry, Lyle. No! No! Don't break the ship! No! No! Stop! No! No, Lyle, calm down! Come on, you two, make up! No! Okay, seriously, I gotta stop that. You gotta go. Bye-bye. It is mostly me. Okay. Well, if you have to go, that's okay. You'll be back. Okay. I'll probably still be here because I am planning on playing multiple games today if I do finish Danganronpa, which I doubt I will. Oh boy. I really need to stop screaming into the mic. But no! Lyle! Stop! Lyle, please! No, Art, I went to leave in... Art is sad. Yeah! Art is sad now! Lyle made Art sad! No! No! My ships! No! No, stop it! No! I don't want them to be sad. I don't want these two to be mad at each other. Ah! I'm gonna hunt down the creators. Okay, I need to take a break from screaming. Oh, sorry, Lyle. Art looked down to check the lead. No! I'm sure Art didn't mean to press you too hard. ... No! Chat, I'm actually gonna cry. No! Stop it! Stop it! It's fine. It's just... I've just known puzzles all my life, you know? Puzzle solving is more of a introvert task, if you will. They're generally seen as activities simply for passing the time. Cubing, crosswords, etc. Okay, but like you have a perfectly good boyfriend right there! Just date him already! You're driving me insane! I want to call him a friendly slur, but I'm not allowed to say those words. So, I'll leave that to the imagination. I don't really like thinking about who I am beyond my talent is all. Oh no. Oh no. Lyle, you are a person with complex thoughts and emotions. Chill out. I'm afraid that I'm too boring without puzzles. Okay, I'm boring. I don't know why I have people watching me. I'm boring, and I know that. Trust me, you are not that boring. You are just a normal person, sir. I do have 6 people watching me, actually, so hello. Oh, wow. It's like updating really weird. But anyways. Aw. You're not boring. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. See, that's the spirit. You're not boring, Lyle. You're not boring. If anything, Art's kind of boring. You're not boring. Don't worry about it. You're plenty cool. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look around. You got all sorts of friends here who thinks you're amazing for charging right towards solving the electric door. Right, Echo? Amazing was one way to put it. Yeah, Lyle, don't beat yourself up. You have a gift. Thanks, you two. But hey, while we're on the topic, listen to this. I tinkered with the door and I managed to find something out. Lyle had her attention as he led the way to the foyer. Ooh. Can't we just break down the door? Also, hold on, no, because I feel like this would be pretty easy to escape as long as you had someone who had basic knowledge of chemistry. I'll explain that later if it comes up. Give the door a try. What? No way. Does this mean we don't have to stay here anymore? Well, that's the catch. Go ahead. I gave Lyle a nervous look before reaching towards the door handle. Bracing myself, I gripped the handle and nothing happened. I was fine. Wow, Lyle, you did it! I gave the doors a push, but they wouldn't budge. Oh, what now? What the? Is there a barricade or something? I think so. That or it's just hard locked. So I managed to disable the electric door, but the physical barrier is an issue now. I admit, I'm relieved that there's more layers to this task. What do you mean? It would have been too boring if I just had to disarm a door. Yeah, no, that's actually kind of right. Disarming a door, that's just boring. I mean, okay, but be so for real. Can't you just, like, break it? Like, is it a metal door? I forgot if they said it was a metal door, but if it's not metal, can't they just break it? And if it is metal, they most likely have welding tools lying around because, you know, there's probably an ultimate welder somewhere. So they probably have welding tools, and they could just, like, kind of carve a hole and get out. I don't know. I feel like that would be pretty easy to bypass. So here's something else that's interesting though. Might be important since it's about this weird killing game twist. After that 9 a.m. morning announcement, I saw Say sneak down the stairs from the direction of the atrium. You think she actually went to listen to that announcement? I can't think of anything else. Even stranger was after she came down, she went to the dining hall for a minute, but quickly left. I poked around in there and saw this in the pantry. Oh? Whoa, secret note. So is that the so-called special gift? Yeah, I can only assume. I was confused. How could it have been a special gift from this morning if Pandora shared the same note with me in confidentiality last night? I decided to keep quiet about it. I didn't want to confuse things further. I studied it a little, and the symbols don't match any of the symbols of the students that are currently here. Oh. Plot twist. I cross-referenced the note symbols with the ones on our personal room doors and got nothing. That is, if the note symbols even belong to the students. Okay, so we're just shocked right now. Okay. I remember Missy saying something about other students. Oh? She told me that the preservation project divides ultimate students group. What? She told me that the preservation project divides ultimate student groups across different wings of the building. Maybe those students are from a different wing. Oh. Oh. Smart. So what would we do if we did know the students? Ooh. It's not like we've seen them in our part of the building yet. Who knows? Could it be morphogenetic field theory? What is that? I'm actually going to Google that. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. I'm going to Google that. What is that? Okay. Morphogenetic field theory. What is that? Never mind. That is too hard to explain. We're not going to learn about that today. I don't know how Loud knows what that is, but okay. Good for you, buddy. Loud muttered something under his breath. Morpho what? Exactly! Don't worry about it. It makes me wonder, though, are we meant to be recognizing the other students? For example, I believe I recall Ashley and Echo being friends before this. Am I wrong? No, you're right. I thought it was just me, though. Right? See, for me, I recognize art school emblem. AA Academy, right? It's AAA, guys! It's AAA! He's in AAA! Huh? Yeah, how'd you know? I went to Rainmoth Institute. I remember seeing your school symbol when our schools merged. My school used to be called Signal Prep High School before the merger. Oh. That's actually, like, oh, wow, lore drop? Lore drop? I thought you were so cool representing a whole school to influence a merger. Haha, that's kind of embarrassing. It was such a long time ago, I hardly remember it. Why not? It's amazing how you use your golf skills to make things happen. Our school has never been in better shape, thanks to your help. Ah, thanks. But people complain that my games aren't interesting enough since I always get the same result, a hole in one. Okay, but like, I mean, you are an ultimate, so it's like, eh. They always say games should be entertaining. They should just play golf themselves, you know? Besides, Lyle, you're the cool one. I mean, you use your, like, deduction or whatever to figure out how to disarm a dangerous door. See, the funny thing is, I do kind of talk like art sometimes. Like, in real life, I do talk like art sometimes. Which is kind of trippy. Because I don't have as much of a hard time reading his, like, words. I don't know why. Like, even, I struggle with even, like, Forte. But art, not as much. It doesn't feel as hard. That's more utility than I could have ever imagined. It's nothing. The door doesn't even open anyways. It's still awesome, though. I feel like you could figure out what the deal is with the Killing Game announcement stuff. Oh, yes, that's the end goal. I'm working my way through all these small pieces that they've given me. The two talked energetically as I awkwardly watched. Yeah, no, I'm kind of just like sitting here watching. Oh, sorry, Echo. We're just talking your ears off over here, huh? I read that completely wrong. That's all right. I'll take my leave. Yeah. Ugh. I'll take my leave now if you guys want to continue. Sure. It was fun hanging out with you. Let me know if you come across anything else weird, all right? This entire place is weird. What do you mean? Sir, this entire, like, situation is weird. What do you mean if you come across something weird? Everything here is weird. Hell, I'm weird. Anywho. I really clicked, huh? Despite art's lack of sensitivity. Nightmare would go crazy if she were here right now, bro. Because we were talking about characters from games that we like, and she brought up Cold Front. And she's like, oh yeah. And so I looked up the Cold Front characters. They sound like they have Russian last names, but they're Canadian. That's kind of weird, but so so I was like reading it, and apparently like one of the characters just like lacks sensitivity, and I was like, huh, that sounds like art. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, that's just, it was just stated in the game right now, so yeah. I turned around and glanced over at the digital kiosk in the foyer looking for the time. 15. Okay, so it's about 3. It's already 3 in the afternoon. Let's go! I got that right. I don't use military time, but like, nothing regarding the Killing Game has happened all day. I guess I should be relieved. I really wanted to... Wait, hold on. No, now I'm getting nervous for Lyle. Because I don't remember if Lyle survives or not. I forgot everything about this. I'm gonna like Google it really quick because if he dies, I'm gonna stop playing this game right now. Whew, okay. No, he's alive. Okay. Whew, okay, we're good, guys. We're good. We're gonna keep playing the game. Hold on, what about Kanan? No, because like now I'm worried about Kanan. I really wanted to find Ashley, but it seems like she was trying her best to put distance between us. That's never good. I suppose I'll just pass time and study. Wow. Okay, wait, hold on. Kanan survives, right? Yes. Good. Ha. Good. She survives. Hehe. I made my way up to the study and skimmed the collection of encyclopedias. An interesting titled book, Odd Theme Parks Across the World, caught my attention. Ooh. With the tome in hand, I settled in the warmly lit study and began to leaf through the pages. Okay. I passed the time reading about a strange underwater theme park called Lemu. What? Lemu. What? Huh? Okay. ... Oh no. It is now 4 p.m. And no one has died yet? Ugh, how boring. Me in a nutshell. Me in a nutshell. Here's something that'll pump your blood to shed some blood. Some inspiring, exciting, and energizing music. Music? This one's a special request for many of you at home. Enjoy. Ugh. What kind of music is this? Ah. What is this? What? What in 2020 Halloween is this, bro? What the hell? Scouring the room, I looked for the speaker, hoping to block the noise, but my efforts were futile. I ran to study, but the din kept crashing through my head, amplified worse from the bouncing off the hallway walls. Where is everyone? Dude, I haven't. Oh, welcome back, Nightmare. I hear the music and I do not like it. I instinctively went to the foyer, but it was no use. The door was disarmed, but it was still barricaded. Ah. What can I do? Wait, hold on. Oh, someone's gonna get killed, huh? The noise was more severe in the foyer as it crashed off the walls and echoed through the main chamber. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, exactly. That's the reaction I had. My head was pounding. I feel the vibrations in my body and my heart beating in my ears. Dude, I cannot handle loud noises. Like, when I was adopting my dogs, I don't know what it was, but something made the other dogs bark. And, like, the entire place was so loud. And I was, like, against the chain link fence. And I was, like, crying. It was so loud. I don't think I'd be able to handle this. I think I'd probably just, like, hide away. Turning away from the main doors, I saw a shadowy movement at the top of the stairs. Hey! A shadow disappeared. I mustered out a cry for attention, but it was drowned out by the noise. Shut off the music! Actually, you know what? Ah! No, that was a bad idea! Ah! That was a bad idea! That was loud. Okay, we're just gonna turn it up a little bit. And I'm gonna turn up my microphone volume so that way you guys can hear me better. But, like, dude, that's loud. Speeding up the stairs, the shadow was nowhere to be seen. Shoot! Where'd they go? I peeked through the glass doors of the closest room, the spa lounge, and spotted Pandora reclined in one of the lounge chairs. Finally, someone to help me with this horrible situation. Oh no. I threw the door wide open, rushed in. The music persisted as the echoes of its beat flooded through the circular chamber. Pandora! What's going on? I can't find anybody! No reaction. Pandora! Oh no. Time froze. No. No! 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 Not Pandora! No! Who would do this? Chat, I'm like actually crying. Who would do this? I knew she was gonna die, but like, why? I didn't remember that was in the first chapter. Why? Why? Who would kill Pandora? Why? No! Okay, I gotta like compose myself before we keep going. Okay. Oh my god. Why am I crying over this? No, not Pandora. No! No! I'm gonna text my wife. Where is she? Because I don't think she's paying attention to the stream. Dude, no, not Pandora. There was no response from her. Pandora was dead. Oh my god. I think I know who did it. I know who did it. And it's not because I read about it, because I don't even remember who killed her, but I think I know who did it. I darted out from the spa lounge, my eyes tearing through the hall as I screamed at the top of my lungs for anyone, to come help. Help! I should probably warn the people in my house I'm going to be screaming. Hold on, give me like 1 second. Sorry, I had to fix my headset really quick because it's like I don't think it was picking up my voice, but we raced back to the spa lounge. Cyrus and Kanan's eyes were bound immediately towards the horrific sight. Kanan gasped sharply and flinched, nearly toppling over backwards from the recoil. Cyrus' expression hardened. Quiet anger emanated from him. It was almost palpable in the air. I myself was completely drained. All I could do was stare at a cold silence. Finally, the music ceased. A new announcement began. Ding dong, ding dong. At last, a body has been discovered in the spa lounge. You will be granted a period of investigation time, and then we will begin our class trial. Please accept this generous gift of a special report called the Monokuma File. It will be printed from the digital kiosk and outlines the details of our poor lost friend. Your lives will be depended on solving this case, so get a crack on. The announcement was cut out, allowing the stiff apprehension to suffocate the scene. Investigation? They want us to investigate Pandora's dead body. And how dare they call that announcement? How dare they call her a poor lost friend? It's their fault for forcing this game on us. I gotta turn my mic down now and like turn down the desktop audio a little bit, but like, Echo, please calm yourself. It appears we have been given an opportunity to right this wrong. It may be difficult to swallow, but This doesn't just happen out of nowhere. Someone did this. A culprit. Huh? A culprit? It's only appropriate. The culprit we are seeking is the killer responsible for Pandora's death. His voice was firm, but I can see him clenching his jaw and his eyebrows furrowed as he looked back at the body. Kanan, however, stood unmoving. Kanan! Oh my gosh. She neither moved nor spoke since I saw her flinch at the first sight. It's like she froze. Right. The door flew open suddenly, and I heard everyone clamoring at the spa lounge entryway. Say shrieked and immediately fainted. Say! The rest of the students made their way in, fright painting everyone's faces as they caught sight of the spa's terrible centerpiece. Unbelievable. Shut up, you drama queen. I wish that announcement was made in jest, but it appears I've been made a fool for hoping. Nightmare! Nightmare sent me a text! Guys, it's already discovered I killed Pandora. No, why did you do that? Nightmare! You did not kill Pandora, by the way. I would know, because I think I already know who killed her. Oh. Ugh, this is too much. Pandora. Why, Pandora? Why? Everyone seemed at a loss, with good reason, for sure. The announcement said we were given a period of investigation, but I couldn't help but think it was such a detached request. Investigate the murder of our friend? Where would we even begin? Oh yeah, I did. No, you did not. No. If you actually killed Pandora, I'm gonna be mad. Did I like your text? Yes, I did. I did, in fact, like your text. I stab Stan. What? She wasn't even stabbed, but like, okay. Missy's commanding voice broke the silence. So, we've been instructed to investigate such a thing. The Monokuma file should tell us about all the means of her death. But how do we even start? Does anyone know the first thing about investigating a dead body? I'm sorry, guys, for killing her. I'm pretty sure I already figured out who killed her. And you're not gonna like it. You are not gonna like it, Nightmare. No one spoke up, but Missy pressed on. All we can do is investigate to the best of our ability. If there is even a small, trifling matter that plays into this, keep it in mind. I know, I'm just playing around. I know. We need to put our best foot forward in investigation if we are to find this heartless culprit. The perpetrator just listening to them like, wow, rude. I have a bad feeling that this class trial may be an unforgiving scene. No, I didn't read it. What did that say? I'm so mad about that. What did that say? I really wanted to, like, be all dramatic and stuff with Forte. Aw. I'll probably, like, write it down and do it later, but, like, whatever. Everyone was visibly stressed. We all stood some feet away from the body, afraid of approaching the reality of our situation. The air was thick with tension, but Ashley cut through. Missy's right. We need to get there. We need to get to the bottom of this. Someone killed our friend for some awful reason, if not for the ultimate prize. It's not my golfing baby, right? I don't know, but I think it may be him. He got a little too much screen time with Pandora. I think it might be Art, yeah. Murder is murder. Someone dies at another's hand like that, and that life is taken away. One lives and one dies. There's no gray area about it. Actually, there's tons of gray area. But okay. Ashley's eyes were fiery with intent. Someone here. She trailed off, but we could fill in the blanks on our own. She didn't dare to utter the idea that someone standing within our ranks did this. She marched over and gently laid a hand on Pandora's, sharing a moment of silence for her. No, it's not my golfing baby, guys! I did it! I killed her! Lock me up! Oh, honey, you would not be locked up. You would be brutally executed. Oh, man. I watched a playthrough with I forgot what it's called, but like the rewind endings thing. And I watched one where Kanan had a photo shoot because she was wrongfully accused, and Echo went in with her, and it was like a mass execution for everyone. I watched that. I have to say that's actually probably one of the calmest deaths in this game. The rest of the group was unnerved but silently agreed. Missy and Ashley were stern, but they were right. I was shocked at the sight of Pandora's body, but mostly I felt sad. Execute me, I don't care. No. She looked peaceful, suspended in newfound endless slumber. The longer I looked at Pandora, the more my suffocating melancholy in my heart grew. My heart ached to hear her voice again, to see her smile. She had so much life, and it was dashed away in an instant. I clung to whatever memories I had of her. I couldn't let her warmth, her love, her hope go unforgotten. Someone killed her, and we needed to find out who. Not only for our peace of mind, but for Pandora's sake. Despite my fervor, I was still anxious about investigating a body. It was only natural. Just this morning, Pandora was so animated, sharing her breakfast pastries and getting along with everyone. But now all signs of life were erased, leaving a cold semblance of her person. Hold on, what? If I'm making a killing about you, you want to hear about it after this? My bad, it was an accident. I mean, I am actually designing my own Danganronpa game, so if you're making a killing game too, I would definitely like to hear about it. I was writing a book about it because I'm not very good at programming, but I found a visual novel maker, and I'm starting to like illustrate everything and, like get everything together. So, if you are designing a killing game too, I would definitely love to hear about it. I meant to kill Missy, gang. How do you mistake one lesbian for another? I tried to work through the nerves by asking the others their thoughts on the situation. That is, if anyone had anything to say. Investigation commenced. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. The Monokuma file shed some light on Pandora's death. It looks like a considerable amount has been conventionally omitted. Or rather, the entire file has been paraphrased for the purpose of vagueness. May I take a look? Missy handed me a black postcard-sized sheet. Oh. It was dark. Alright. Victim report. Victim, Pandora Espere. Cause of death, victim suffered strangulation. No further injuries detected. So, strangulation. But that all the information we have? Unfortunately. However, we have yet to inspect the scene itself. I trust none of the first witnesses shifted anything around upon arrival? No, I didn't touch anything. I saw her body, ran out, and yelled for help, which called Cyrus and Kanan. Neither of them approached her. Well, there's not much else we can do. I swallowed hard. I wasn't ready to confront the body, but I steeled myself regardless. Something deep in my heart told me I needed to do this. Echo, I know what you're thinking. It's hard, but we need to face her. Huh? It's Pandora's body. Pandora's bracelet, formerly a rose gold color like my own, was now vibrant neon pink. I guess it meant she was gone. As difficult as it is, we have to search the body for signs and clues. Yeah, I strangled her thinking it was Missy. Bro, leave Missy out of it. Like, okay, chill. Nevertheless, Missy was having a hard time looking directly at Pandora's body. Do you notice anything odd? I briefly looked at Pandora's neck. Her neck seems to be in pretty bad shape. It looks red from some kind of stress. But other than that, I can't really figure anything else out. The victim report. According to the Monokuma file, the cause of death states that she suffered strangulation. Let's think about it. If she was strangled with, what did the culprit strangle her with? Good question. Do you think that the culprit went to the climbing center and used a rope? I'll get Missy next time. No, you will not. Or perhaps they cruelly used their own bare hands. I shuddered at the thought. Okay, so I'm gonna actually be really so for real right now. I don't see the difference between using your hands and using a rope to strangle someone. I don't see the difference. They're equally as bad. I mean, I guess I can see why using your hands would be more intimate, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. I guess I could see that, but it's at the same time, I feel like that's a little bit more respectful. Because it's if you use a rope, that's I don't even want to touch you. I just want to kill you. It's if you use your hands, you're okay, I'm giving you some sort of respect. You, you're a human. I use my hands, man. I don't know, man. I shuddered at the thought. Rope is for the weak. I shuddered at the thought. The fact that we had to think of how the culprit committed such a thing was unnerving. Not really, but okay. Nothing else? There's a small scrap of paper in the pool. What's that? Not sure. I carefully fished out the scrap of paper, not taking care not to tear it. Oh. It was soaked, causing the words to be completely illegible. Oh, it's impossible to read. Yeah, it's ruined. It almost fell apart in my hands. Forte! Respect equals strangling someone with hands, not rope. Exactly. A note, perhaps? However, the writing is impossible to decipher at this point. But how could this refuse be remotely related to the case at hand? Well, Forte. I don't know. Seems kind of out of place, though. Remember, the announcement from this morning said that there is a special gift for whoever went to the atrium. That is correct. Is it possible that this note was supposed to be that special gift? I can't say. However, I noticed that the ink blots were vaguely in the shape of something I had seen before. I left the shreds of paper on the side of the pool. No, we can't go to Pandora? Okay. Anything else? Anything else? No? Okay, let's discuss. Investigate. Let's talk to Kanan. I really want to talk to Kanan. Her hair is pretty. I really like her hair. Don't talk to me. Kanan spoke through tightly gritted teeth. She looked disturbed. Oh. Should I break Nightmare? Should I? Not yet. We'll leave him for last. Okay, let's talk to Lyle. Lyle, what are you thinking? If I'm being honest, I don't know. There's not a lot on the scene to dissect. The only thing that caught my eye was the shred of paper in the spa pool, but it's completely ruined. I expected a bit more keen observations from him, but even Lyle was either stumped or too shocked to speak on the matter. Missy. I admit, this is nothing if not shocking to see. The words were unwavering, but Missy's voice was cracked and disjointed. Yeah, I can't believe it actually happened. It's inconceivable. And to Pandora, nonetheless. She held together quite strongly. I'm certain her spirit would have not been crushed by a game constructed fear. Alas, there's no use in thinking in hopeful hypotheticals now that this has occurred. Yeah. I was shaken by how articulate, even on the subject of death, Missy remained. Say fainted as soon as she entered the spa lounge. Forte was kind enough to situate her in a spare chair off to the side to let her regain her strength. Aw, Forte is like taking care of everyone. Forte is like taking care of everyone. Because first it was like when I fainted in the foyer, Kanan just kind of ran away and just went, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. You know what, you do with it. I don't want to do it. And so he took care of me. And then now he's taking care of Say. Like, what? Guys, Missy did it, trust. I don't think it was Missy, because she does appear later in the game. Okay. We're going to leave him for last, so. Echo. It's selfish, but after I heard that announcement, I was relieved to see you standing in the room. That said, Pandora didn't deserve this. No one deserves this. I just hope she didn't suffer. Ashley fell silent and stared at our lost friend. I had never seen Ashley get so distraught. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Cyrus. This is distressing to say the least. Echo, were you the first one here? Yeah. I didn't catch anyone on my way here, though, so I can't say I saw anyone suspicious who could have done this. You came pretty quickly after I shouted. Did you happen to see anyone? I'm gonna go listen to music. Text me when you're done and tell me what happened. Oh, okay. Have fun. I can't say that I did. I was in the climbing center right next to the door, too. Was Kanan with you? She came at about the same time as you, if I recall correct. No, I was by myself. While I was in the climbing center, I left the door open if anyone wanted to join recreation. No one came by the center, and I didn't leave until I heard your voice. I ran into Kanan shortly thereafter in the hall and just in front of Spa Lounge. I'm sorry, want me to stay? I mean, no. If you want to go listen to music, have fun. Don't worry about it. Weird. I didn't run into anyone on the first floor either, so whoever did it must have just vanished. That's unlikely. Regardless, how did the culprit even give us the slip? No, I feel bad. You shouldn't. If you want to go listen to music, go listen to music. Don't worry about it. Cyrus was grumbling to himself as he tried to organize the events that had passed. Or is a golfer. Pinky, promise it's okay? Yeah, go ahead. Forte. Oh no. Is it really possible that the music provoked murder? I can't wrap my head around music being used to motivate something so extreme. Say pinky promise, pinky promise. Go listen to music, have fun. I agree. I cannot condone this vilifying of music. It's proven that music has therapeutic qualities, but conversely, selective sounds have been able to cause anxiety and other negative effects. Yippee, okay, love you, bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye. In that case, maybe the motivating music was meant to make us stop thinking clearly. I definitely felt startled when it began. Perhaps the rhythm of the music can affect your body. Given our experience with the motivating music, it was high-paced and likely used to cause, as the announcer said, blood-pumping excitement. I suppose these qualities could have been abused to activate a fight or flight response that would inevitably end up like this. Is that so? That wretched music was certainly irritating, but for someone to succumb and produce such an intense reaction, to what end? Was the music really that motivating? Okay. I really wish Nightmare was here to see this one, but because I think it was him. I don't know. He got a little too much screen time. I wish Nightmare was here to watch, but nah. Ugh, I think I'm gonna be sick. I rubbed his back as he took deep breaths. Hey, it'll be okay. Ugh. Art could barely eke out a word in his state. Oh. Art doesn't look well. I should leave him be. Kanan was in no mood to talk. Yeah, she was being a sassy little thing. Lyle didn't have much to share. He only mentioned shredded paper in the spa pool. Okay. Should I go bother Forte again? Forte believes the music might have induced some negative effects. Okay. Cyrus was one of the two people who rushed to the scene after I discovered Pandora's body. He said he was alone in the climbing center and didn't see anyone suspicious on his way over. Okay, well, I think that's it. Oh, wait, I already did that. Okay, continue. After investigating Pandora's body, I felt an exhaustion like none other. Never in my life did I think I would be experiencing something like this. The weight of the shock and the melancholy of it all bore heavy on my shoulders. Is there nothing else we can do? I wonder, did anyone see anything else suspicious on their way over here? We all looked at one another, but no one replied. Everyone was understandably on edge. Of course, no one wanted to talk. It appears we've exhausted all avenues of investigation here. Such a lackluster amount of clues doesn't bode well for us. Yes, but we've done all we can in looking into the scene. There's nothing left to do but discover Pandora's killer. Of course, that's easier said than done. Wait, hold on. What? I clicked out of Kanan. Oh, no. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, I think I've given you all enough leeway to get to yourselves together. So, it's time for the class trial. I hope you all have enough ammunition to shoot down the culprit. If not, I guess you're all out of luck. There is an elevator in the main foyer that will cruise you all down to the special class trial courtroom. If you do not assemble in the elevator quickly, I'll send out a radio transmission that will release toxic gas in your bracelets. If you want to find out who did it, right? You don't want to get your lives to end before. You don't want your lives to end before. Okay, wow, that music is like hurting my head. You don't want your lives to end before you even had the chance to defend yourselves, right? And all that and more will be available for your group in the courtroom. Let's get a move on. I'll be seeing you shortly. The announcement went out as quickly as it came. So this is really happening. The group shifted around anxiously. Well, what are we waiting for? Ashley took the first strides out of the room, but not without giving Pandora one last somber look from the doorway. This is like, oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna cry again, bro. Forte gently eased Say awake, turning her gaze from the unsightly scene and helping her as she hobbled out. See, he's like taking care of everyone, bro. This is why I love Forte. He's like so caring. I love him. He's so sweet. I love him. He's wholesome. One by one, the others filtered out of the spa lounge. I stood back a moment to take one last look at Pandora. The main character moment. Oh boy. We all stepped into the large elevator and began the dark descent to the supposed courtroom. The elevator sailed noiselessly toward our unknown destination for what felt like an eternity. Silently, we stood. No one dared speak. I had a lump in my throat from the anxiety, the fear, the sadness. My stomach was knotted, my head dizzy, my heart aching. The spa lounge we were meant to The spa lounge we were meant to investigate came short of any useful clues. We were only able to procure 2 traces of evidence. One fact of which was already stated simply in the victim report, and the other was a secret note that only few were aware of. Nervous was an understatement. How is that a complete loss? Dude, these kids need therapy, bro. These kids need y'all need help over there. The elevator eventually slid to a standstill, shaking me for my thoughts. Oh, wow. The doors opened to reveal our rendezvous point. The spacious dome-shaped room was topped with a glass ceiling, a third of the foundation revealing the sunset sky outside of our confines. The walls themselves were barren and simple, a matte navy blue with a rim light illuminating the room. Kind of reminds me of an observatory. Like, if y'all have ever been to Griffith Observatory, it's really pretty there. It kind of reminds me of that. Hanging on the wall across the way was a grim picture frame representing Pandora. Her profile had been crudely stricken with a violent pink X. The picture frame was positioned so that it was looking almost hauntingly over a circular group of podiums. It was a bleak place to think there was a dedicated location for whatever was about to occur. Just where were we? You're in France. Welcome one and all to the trial grounds. Please hold on. The stands before you will be the key locale for today's trial, so let's see some hustle, people. After this trial and execution, I think I am gonna end stream because after eating I'm like really tired and I can't really talk. So I was gonna play 2 different games today. I was gonna play Cold Front, but unfortunately I cannot. So that's kind of sad. But anyways, the announcement was much more imposing in the courtroom, echoing through the dome chamber, each reverberation almost pushing us into place. We steadily settled in and stood in silence. At the stands, we were placed in a circular fashion. Our faces, our fears, our emotions were exposed to one another. The atmosphere was thick with anxiety. It was palpable and crushing. I could feel my heavy heart pounding in my head. My palms were sweaty, and yet I could feel a dreadful, eerie chill going up my spine. I tried to be strong, but my knees were weak. My breath was short. We were here because of one unmistakable fact. Someone killed her. Pandora Spare, the ultimate baker. A gentle and caring person who wanted nothing more than to share her good spirit and delectable treats with the world. Someone here was responsible for her death. And the only thing that kept me standing firm was the drive to figure out who heartlessly ended her life. A light began to flicker weakly from the center of the circle of the stands. The flickering gained strength, and the shape began to take form within the light. Something like the shape of a person began to appear. Welcome, one and all, welcome to the courtroom. Who are you? Oh my. He looks so offended there. I don't know why. What is that? Who am I? What is that? Bah. Answers to those questions don't matter too much. Besides, I think you ought to have more pressing questions since something super bad has transpired. All you really need to know is that I'm your lovely judge for today's trial. Okay, maybe I'm not a real certified judge or whatever, but I will be the one passing judgment on what happens today after each subsequent murder to come. Judge, but not really. Judge is too long and confusing to address me, so you may call me Zero. The hologram of a person named Zero presented itself, giving face to the voice of our killing game announcer. Without further ado, I take you all know why you're here? Geez, you're all a quiet bunch, aren't you? Well, you're all here to suss out who done it. In other words, oh my gosh, why am I stuttering so much? In other words, you're all on trial to figure out who the culprit of today's heinous crime is. Honestly, this guy's kind of fun. I don't know why. He just seems like a lot of fun. I like him. He's funny. Did you think that you could all just get away with murder and win the prize? Nah, it's not that simple. There are rules to follow. Discuss, discover, and determine who the culprit is among your group. A majority of the vote will seal the individual's fate, and we'll just see what happens from there, yeah? One of few outcomes will occur. Determine and vote incorrectly, and the entire class is executed, with the culprit alone being able to walk free and win the ultimate prize. That is the ideal endgame for the culprit. Determine the vote correctly, and the culprit alone will receive proper retribution and perish at the hands of your group's decision. Phew, you just might live to see another day. Our victim today is Pandora Spare, the ultimate baker. A sweet young lady who could do nothing wrong, or could she? Well, people can surprise you. So, with that out of the way, get to talking. Okay, yeah, no, never mind. I don't think that I like this guy. Okay, I like his design. He looks pretty cool. But, okay, I don't think I like that part. Who exactly are you? What? You're still asking that question even though I introduced myself all nice? You should have bigger concerns than that. Talk about the murder. I can't believe who did it isn't your priority right now. Okay, but no, Forte does have a point. Who the hell are you? Are you another ultimate student? I actually do want to know who this Zero guy is, but I won't Google it, despite my best wishes. I'm already suspicious of one person. Huh? No one wants to talk? Need to remind you your lives are kind of on the line. Shush. If none of you start talking. you'll all default to having lost a trial and you'll all be executed. You don't want that, do you? Executed? What does that mean? The dictionary definition of execute: to carry out a sentence of death. It's really quite simple. On the other hand, it makes my job easier. I don't have to listen to any bad deductions. On the other hand, I'd be terribly bored if this game didn't go past the first chapter. Oh, hold on. Does he know that this is like a literal video game? Cause like, oh wait, no, that's probably just, okay. That was a terrible laugh. Oh my gosh, I need water. Everyone, please, we need to discuss who have possibly done the unthinkable. As trifling or even irrelevant as something may be, if you have any concerns about the case, speak now. It's scary. Say, are you okay? Say, please don't push yourself. Yes, thank you. If he wants us to talk, I'll talk. I'll talk about how scared I am. I just want to go home. I can't get used to anything around here. I don't know any of you people. And then someone gets killed? Say, I understand it's difficult, but discussing our friend's death is necessary to ensure we don't find a similar fate ourselves. At the very least, we can try to remember our last moments with her. That Zero is right. We don't want to go down without a fight, right? Why don't we begin with Pandora's last known whereabouts? The silence in the room was oppressive. A trial to defend ourselves? Why do I need to defend myself if I know for a fact that I would never kill her? Regardless, no one knew where to start. Well then, I shall begin. Last I saw her, we were sharing quiet breakfast. I can back that. The group was composed of Art, Echo, Missy, and Pandora, and myself in the dining hall from about 7:40 a.m. to 10 a.m. After that, we kind of all went our own way. I went around the mansion to talk to Echo and the others who weren't at breakfast. Who did we see again, Echo? Art doesn't recall the people we visited after breakfast. Let's see who we met with. Say, Kanon, Forte, and Lyle. Yep. Oh, yeah! Those people were Say, Kanon, Forte, and Lyle, and we asked them about their talents. That's right, but when we were touring the mansion, we found those four and no one else. The only ones we didn't see after breakfast were Pandora and Ashley. I mean, we met with Pandora when we were talking to Kanon, but she didn't stick around long. She just said that she had somewhere to be and left to go with who knows where. So there's a period of time in which no one saw Pandora last, is that correct? That window is apparently being somewhere between 10 a.m. and approximately 4 p.m. Can anyone else provide their whereabouts in that approximate time frame? I was alone for a good portion of that afternoon. I went to the theater at about 2:30 p.m. Oh, you must have just left before I went in. I went to the study at 3 p.m. I spend my time in my personal room. I wasn't in one place. I was investigating the mansion. Until 3, that is. I met up with Art for a little bit and eventually landed in Jazz Club right before 4. I was regarding myself with the amenities of the theater for much of the afternoon. I was in my room too. After I had that meal with Art and Echo, I couldn't go back and leave it at all. I was in the atrium for a while. It looks like no one has a particularly strong alibi except Art and Echo, who can vouch for each other until 3 p.m. What does that mean? It means that since many of us were acting on our own for an extended period of time, our whereabouts can be heavily doubted. Anyone could have lied about their activity and instead set up some sort of trap to get rid of Pandora, and since no one saw each other. So we're all suspicious? Ugh, my voice acting is like getting sloppy. I'm getting tired. It's been like I'd say like an hour, 30 minutes, even though it's been like 2 hours of the stream. Oh my goodness. It's like hard to talk now. Ugh. It's difficult to narrow down who is potentially suspicious on these claims alone. Let's calm down and think thoroughly. Why don't we move to the topic of the forced motive question? The question, along with the motivation music, was provided to push someone to commit a crime. We ought to figure out what about the questions would have caused such distress. The forced motive question. A small group of us talked about it briefly this morning over breakfast, but ultimately we couldn't figure out the purpose of the question. Why don't we discuss the purpose now that everyone is present? Ooh, okay. Purpose of the forced motive question. That question was, are your talents the true representation of who you are? Who are you beyond your talent? What could it mean? I should pay attention to statements that might sound interesting. Okay. A question to provoke killing? It makes no sense. How could a simple question make us do something that's This morning we speculated a great history beyond our talents would have already hit. Okay, that one. Greater bond? Echo, I believe you led our discussion this morning. You should be very well versed in what everyone had to say and what consensus we came to. That's right. We all shared our thoughts and agreed that nothing we said struck anyone as strange. Purpose of the forced motive question. What could it mean? Should I... Okay, I already read that. I am on stream right now.
What up, Shatters?
I don't think there's anyone in my chat, actually.
Let's go.
Why are you celebrating the fact that there's no one in my chat?
So I can say things.
No, you cannot, because this is live.
Hasta la vista.
Okay. Okay, this one seems interesting. What do you mean distrust, Ash? Let's say someone didn't want to talk about their talent, despite that talent being something that's highly lauded. If someone wouldn't want to talk about such an unassuming topic, their resistance should be something suspicious, right? Oh. Wait, no, because Kanan's not a killer. She's confirmed to not be a killer, so I doubt it was her. But just because someone's talent is public knowledge doesn't necessarily mean it's the individual's life behind it should be public as well. Ash, you kept your talent unknown to me for whatever reason. Are you saying that you want me to believe that you're suspicious? Of course not. How could you even say that? Did you ask someone about the forced motive question and not give an answer? No, I didn't want to bother anyone with a potentially loaded question. Is my talent true representation of who I am? I never thought about my talent as a representation of me. It was simply a hobby that spiraled into something incredible, whatever that word is. I never would have thought racing would lead me to end up in such a strange mess. Sorry to pressure you so hard, Ash. Art asked me if I knew anything about your talent, and I couldn't probably answer him. That said, this conversation could have proved your point, that it could cause discord. There's contention even between us. That's all right. My voice is like starting to get croaky. Should I pause the class trial? Should I? Should I pause the class trial? I mean, like, maybe? Because, I don't know, I'm just getting, like, really tired. I don't think I could keep streaming for too long. You know what? Let's just get through the class trial. It's not so complicated. You're my friend. If anything hurts, it's the fact that I've burdened you with this topic. Well, that's the purpose of discussion, isn't it? To bring ideas and theories to light. And I don't suppose I just performed an example of the question causing such an altercation. Consent. Oh, wasn't that something? Best friends reconciling their differences for the sake of proving a point. I suppose every discussion has to start somewhere. Okay, as you were. Right. Thank you for that bookend, Zero. In that case, what if the question posed was meant to make us look at Ultimate Student's talent as ends justifies the means product? A mean justice fries served with that? I can't tell if he means that jokingly or not because I've never heard that phrase in my life. But that is actually kind of funny. I can't tell if he's actually talking about like legit fries or like the end justifies the means. A saying in which the result deemed so important that any method, morally good or bad, may be used to achieve it. Oh! So art was just being art. Okay. In this case, I believe what Echo is saying is regardless how someone achieves such advanced talent or what the person's like behind the meaningless grand scheme of having an ultimate title. After all, we did sign up for the preservation project knowing full well that we were needed to bear an ultimate title. An ultimate title, precariously valuable for someone who receives and super excelling in their field of expertise. But what does this possibly mean to do with Pandora getting killed? There's no way anyone was like jealous of her talent or something, was there? We were all just strangers before meeting in this scary place anyways. I fully want to believe. I want to believe the fact that we all got along with her. We got along with each other, in fact. Without the killing game pressure, I don't see how anyone could possibly harbor any ill will. Nah, someone's gotta hate her. What? What? I'm bored. You guys aren't talking about anything interesting, so I thought I'd throw you all a bone and get the ball rolling a little faster. Not a single person has to be loved by everybody. It's just not possible. How could you say that? She did nothing but show kindness and warmth towards everyone. Okay. So we're getting passionate. Pandora only ever wanted to share good food with friends. Yes. Wait, hold on. What's that music in the background? Not gonna lie, this sounds like the kind of thing you'd hear after, like, catching a Pokemon. It's Danganronpa Go. Yes, she always worked tirelessly to bring us together with her delicacies. Blah. Oh, good show, everyone. Huh? You're all such great actors. I guess it's been fun watching, but the discussion isn't really going anywhere. Oh, I'll just put an end to this now. In this case, this trial, it's all an elaborate ARG scheme. Lyle, it's all an act. The reason why there's so few clues, it's just a way to save resources. Imagine if the folks setting up the game had to use a bunch of fake blood to create the scene. You can't seriously still believe that. Okay, you know what? He's grieving. He's in denial. Okay. It's okay, Lyle. It's okay. Though I suppose for the sake of entertainment, such systems exist to avoid wasting resources. Lyle, what are you talking about? Pandora isn't dead. She can't be. Nothing adds up. But I suppose if you want me to keep playing, I'll say this. Let's think about who was on the scene first. If I recall correctly, it was Echo, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw Pandora's body first, and then I called for help, which made Cyrus and Kanan arrive shortly after. Okay, easy. The culprit is one of you three. Okay, so Kanan is, like, shocked about that. Yeah, no, I don't think it was Kanan. especially because she like keeps running away from people. Also, I just noticed she has braces. Like, I noticed that. What? On what grounds do you think you could speculate that? Pandora's supposed time of death was 4:05, right? I'll set the scene. We're all minding our own business in the mansion, not knowing what's to come. Soon, some nasty music starts playing, and one of you three gets stressed out, so you string of the first person you see. How else could we narrow down the culprit? It has to have been someone who was near the scene after 4 p.m., and that person couldn't have gone far without escaping the crime scene. In my opinion, a motivation to kill a la stress from music is kind of shoddy writing, but at least there was an attempt. Lyle keeps going on about a killing game being an ARG, but her death seems so real. Huh? Wait, doesn't that mean everyone's alibis from earlier doesn't amount to anything? Bingo. I believe you all discussed your whereabouts from approximately 3 p.m. latest, but no one said anything from then to 4 p.m. when the music started. The critical moment to consider the time just before the murder occurred, obviously. If someone offered Pandora via acute strangulation and made their... Hold on, what? If someone off Pandora via acute strangulation made their getaway, it's not likely the culprit would have gotten far, and then when Echo supposedly discovered the body. Oh god, okay, it's like getting hard for me to talk again. Oh my goodness. Give me like a second. Oh my gosh. There's like a lot of narration in this game that I have to do, and it's like it gets boring without my chat. Like, I know that this game, it's like it keeps me talking, but it's like without you guys typing in chat and like actually giving me something to interact with you guys on, it just feels kind of boring. It feels like I'm just talking to myself. Like, I'd rather just play the game on my own. I think I'm just gonna finish this trial, get on with the execution, and So, with the window of action narrowed to between 4 and 4:05, does anyone care to share their newly updated whereabouts? Oh. No, because, like, Delilah's onto something. Okay. Did you run to the atrium when the music started playing? No, I was already around that area after hanging out with Lyle. Why would I go to a giant room that echoes to avoid horrible music? Okay. Ah! What? What? Your turn. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So you can vouch for each other, right? Yes, because Missy had an idea that required my assistance. Okay. You were with Forte. Aw, she was hiding under the covers. That's actually kind of cute. Low-key, I do the same. I told you. I was in the foyer leading up to the music. It was a bit noisy, sure, but nothing I couldn't deal with. I was in the jazz club. What? Wait a minute, Lyle. I know for a fact the jazz club is soundproof. That's right. When I attempted to play the cello yesterday, you and Cyrus were on the outside and you and Cyrus were just outside the jazz club hallway. Neither of you seemed to have any reaction to what came shortly after. That means it's possible Lyle is exempt from hearing the motivational music. Does it? I suppose you're onto something. I admit, I don't even know what the motivational music sounds like, but nothing. That's an awfully precarious situation you put yourself in, Lyle. Sure, it's odd, but what's the Oh my gosh. Sure, it's odd, but what's stranger still is how did Lyle know about the motivational music if he never heard it? The kiosks. Remember, they translate sound to text, but this time I only saw a message. It said something like preserving the atmosphere of the room. Oh? 0. What's up? You are the judge of this trial, but you are also the announcement operator outside of these walls. I assume you can assist us with something clerical like this. Can you tell us what the kiosk message said in specific? Your current room is a special room that blocks all outside sound to preserve the atmosphere of the room. Please enjoy to your heart's content. I didn't write it. I didn't write that, by the way. Dang, we could have all avoided the music entirely? Isn't that too convenient? Wait a minute. In that case, what if Lyle has to be the one who killed Pandora? What? Didn't I just say that the music would have provoked someone to kill her? I was in the jazz club. I didn't even hear the music, therefore I wouldn't have felt the motivation to move. No, you could have killed her in the jazz club and moved her body to the spa lounge. How to explain the lack of clues in the spa lounge? This is troublesome. Did any of us investigate the jazz clubs afterwards? No, I was shocked from seeing the body that I didn't even think too long about looking elsewhere. I think we were all just astonished as soon as we heard the body discovering chime. So perhaps Lyle could have counted on the fact and did in fact kill her in the jazz club. He doesn't have an alibi for a large portion of the afternoon anyways. What? Wait, no, hold on, no, because Lyle is a confirmed survivor. So no, it couldn't have been Lyle. It couldn't have been Lyle, no. No, it's not Lyle. How do I turn this around? Saying something like scouring the mansion for clues, he could have spent the whole day unsupervised plotting terrible things that have ended Pandora's life. Hey, haven't you heard the phrase extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence? Well, that's not out of the question. After all, the ultimate puzzle master could have set up something elaborate, so elaborate that the answer to this murder puzzle has gone right over our head. It can't be possible. I was in the climbing center, which is between the spa lounge and the jazz club. If Lyle committed a crime in the jazz lounge, I would have been able to plainly witness the change of the scene. You very well could have constructed that alibi to assist Lyle in his dark activity. Now why on earth would I lie about such a thing? Settle down! Honestly, I think it was Arthur. He hasn't talked much. I think it was Arthur. I think it was Arthur. I think so. Yelling at each other with hypocriticals isn't getting us anywhere. Agreed. If it will quell Stay and Forte's worries, let's tackle the initial theory and go from there. Stay and Forte wrapped up the possibility of Lyle killing Pandora in the jazz club. Is it worth discussing? Just to be safe, we shouldn't leave anything to doubt. If Lyle is the culprit, then he shouldn't have any problem clearing the air. Are you kidding me? Fine. What would my motive for killing her be? I didn't hear the motivational music, so that's out of the question. And I didn't speak to her about the forced motive question since I haven't seen her all afternoon. So tell me, based on my lack of time around Pandora, do I even have a clear reason to get rid of her? Ugh. Oh my stars, you're all so bad at this. What? I'll tell you all for certain that nothing happened in the jazz club. Huh? And I'm telling you all this because you're just awful at the whole trial thing. Lyle is being so smug about it too. He's like, ha, ha. Jeez, I guess this is what happens when there's no ultimate detective around, huh? Is that a reference? And your ultimate photographer is so quiet. She's all but dropped dead at this point. If she did drop dead, you'd just have to go through another trial, and I don't think I'd have the patience to watch you run in circles at this rate. Alright, since it's clearly going nowhere, allow me to throw you another bone. There's something strange about that note in the spa pool, don't you think? Lyle very conveniently managed to redirect the conversation from the piece of the evidence on the scene. Aha! Ha! I'll let you all think for yourselves. The note must have had something to do with Pandora's murder, but what? I'm certain Art and Lyle will know something about it since Lyle brought it up with us, but... Hello? What's with all the dead air? Don't want to talk to anyone anymore? You don't want everyone to die without giving the trial your best shot, do you? Like, are any of you even trying to save yourselves? Maybe I should stop giving you all these opportunities. The courtroom fell silent. We all neglected the gravity hours situation, or rather, we were avoiding it. It's just nothing felt real. Pandora's death, her body hardly showing any signs of injury. It was like she was asleep. It's as if we all wanted to forget the reality of the topic at hand, which is that someone had killed our friend. We kept dodging and darting around the main issue. Yes, as painful as it is, we must discuss the murder. It may seem hopeless at the moment, but we don't have much information to work with, but clues will reveal themselves as we bring certain topics to light. So don't hold your tongue. We must do this investigation to save ourselves. I read that completely wrong, but whatever. Then I'll start with the cause of her death. From there, it'll probably be easy to reason out potential culprits. According to the Monokuma file, is strangulation. Yeah, no duh. Can we identify what she was strangled with? We ought to touch upon the possibilities. It may have been difficult to think about, but no one said such a fight would be easy. Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't think I can do the rest of the stream. I'm already like, I don't feel any energy anymore. It's almost been like 2 hours. It's been like 2 hours and almost 30 minutes now. Okay. Okay. Actually, I can just, yeah. Okay, everybody, I think I'm done with the game for today. I was gonna play 2 games, but this one was taking a lot longer than I expected. It's already like starting to be sunset where I live, and I'm getting like really tired. I can't really talk anymore because my voice feels like croaky and weird. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you guys remember to take care of yourselves. Hold on, I have to do the voice. Remember to take care of yourselves, and please remember to drink water as I have been doing throughout the stream. Remember to eat a meal, take a break from the screen as it has been about 2 hours and around 30 minutes, and please, by all means, get proper rest. I love you all, and I wish you all the best.